なんとかなったみてえだな。畳みかける。これがスーパーサイヤ人3だ。
Alright, homies and homettes, good to see you. Welcome back for another Legends video. We just saw part 2 reveal. A little controversial on the second Legend character, but the first one I think is pretty cool. Game original Super Saiyan Trunks and Gohan. I love Future Gohan. He's my favorite iteration of Gohan, and I think this character looks really cool. Everyone always says, oh, I don't know how you thought this is anniversary worthy, but at the end of the day, it's not up to us. They're going to pick and choose who they want. And at the end of the day, utmost, people care about how well they perform. We only got a glimpse of what this character can do during the reveal, and it already sounded like this is a MVP level character. Uncancelable endurance null on the blue if it's enhanced. Their Legends action nullifies endurance as well. That alone is huge. I told you guys, characters that have uncancelable endurance null provide so much freedom in this meta. That is Mini Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta granted us that, and now these guys will as well. So let's see what they could do. A Master and Disciple tag character, Legend Super Saiyan Trunks, Teen, and Gohan join the fight. Number 1, tag character with 2 superior elements. Trunks is red plus, while Gohan is purple plus. Master both superior elements and make the battle flow into your favor. This is nuts to me. I mean, if you hated dealing with yellow Goku Black, you got Trunks, who is red plus. And if you really despise dealing with Broly, you now have a very powerful purple plus character. Now, this doesn't mean Broly is all of a sudden in danger, in threat, so I don't want people to feel they wasted their CC summoning for Broly. Broly was still around despite Legend Super Vegeta being here. I mean, we got Mini Super Saiyan 3 Goku. I know most people don't care about what he can do, but I still used him, and Broly was not moved. If Broly could not be pushed by those two, as well as Nappa after he got his unique equip, then I don't think you have to worry about these guys being much of a threat. It's just that you have a little bit more pressure, so don't feel like you wasted your CC. Number 2, enhance upon tag switch. So every time you tag switch, your next blue card and Legends action will be enhanced. While they're enhanced, the Legends action will draw a special move arts. The special move arts even nullifies endurance, which cannot be cancelled. This is nuts. The enhanced condition is literally just you doing a tag switch, and doing a tag switch grants you an enhanced Legends action, which then grants you the enhanced blue. That's really nuts. This is busted. Number 3, new unique gauge confrontation type. Fill the unique gauge on enemy confrontation. Get a Dragon Ball and a permanent damage boost up to 2 times when the unique gauge is full. They are preying on the idea that your opponent is constantly swapping to disrupt you, right? We got Yellow Goku Black, Ultra Gogeta Blue, raises your arts cost, kills a card, it reduces your ki. We got Broly as well. They made a character that goes against the disruptive meta that they set up. Isn't that nuts? Rise against enemies with a Master and Disciple bond surpassing time itself. So it looks like we start as Trunks, which is cool. Yeah, they're blast based. Once again, Legends has decided to do the funny and make a blast-oriented character on a tag that is heavily strike-oriented. You know, FSK, Ultra Sword of Hope Trunks, you're praying that you could run these guys with a proper team setup, and they decided to make them ranged. I don't know. They said he synergizes well with Gogeta Blue, but I mean, what are we doing? Such a brute force method of making sure that Gogeta has allies. His strike cards have blast armor, which is good. When you use the strike card, you stack damage, 20%, nuts already. Blast card, while not an effect on blast arts in general, this character has a blast card with armor break. It's a held card, which means other characters can use it too. I don't need to explain how powerful blast armor break cards are. I really don't. The fact that these guys have it for free with the endurance play that they have should tell you just how much value they threw in this character. They really want you to summon for this character. So just like the strike cards, he stacks damage on activation with the blast, which is nuts. Blue card. When the blue card is enhanced, cancel enemy buff effects and nullify endurance. Wow. Okay, I think I lied. Okay, I lied. Maybe you do have to worry about these characters. Cancel buff effects on the blue card when it's enhanced? Goodbye, type neutral. Never mind, maybe you do have to be worried. Massive slice damage. On activation, you get 50 ki, 30% blue card damage. If the blue is enhanced, you get another 30% blue card damage, which cannot cancel. Nullify endurance for 5 counts, which cannot be canceled. And cancel enemy buff effects. So yellow Goku Black being type neutral. Broly being type neutral. Now they have to worry about this. That's nuts. Really nuts. Green card. Shorten ally subcount and even increase damage received for all enemies. Draw a card. Heal 10%. Get 50 ki. Ally subcount -2. Enemy health restore -50%. And all enemy damage received plus 40%? Have we ever seen a multiplier, one singular multiplier debuff that high? 40%? I think I've only ever seen this go to 30. 40% extra damage received for the entire team. Switch ability. Tag switch to Gohan to change your element to purple plus. Enhance your next special activated blue card and Legends action. So, from Trunks, we tag switch to Gohan. We draw a card if you have 3 or fewer. Heal 15%, get 30 ki. Overdrive gauge goes up by 15%. Enhance your next blue card, enhance your next Legends action. Starter ability has a permanent -1 to subcount on switch. 360% damage inflicted. Wow. 310% damage guard. So Broly I think still has the highest damage guard number in the game. 330% when a big move comes his way. But just the fact that we outright are upping the number like this, already another 10%. The part 1 characters were at 300, now we're at 310? Already moving the needle? Really? Key recovery plus 30%, draw speed plus 1, subcount on switch -1. This could be a problem. That's not a lot of key recovery. Most characters have at least like what, 50%, 70%? So this could be an issue. Maybe they'll have key problems. But I think this character gets ki whenever they confront a new enemy, so it may not even matter. Unique ability. Using an arts card while ki is 30 or higher gives damage guard penetration and nullifies special cover changes. Fighting it out while keeping your ki at above 30 is highly recommended. This is a Evo effect. The Super Saiyan Blue Evolved Vegeta, the yellow one, has something similar to this, where he kept stacking damage if you kept your ki around a certain threshold. The Gammas have something similar as well, you know that. They keep getting their cover nullification if their ki stays within a certain range. So it's kind of nifty seeing this come back. On entry, draw a card if you have 3 or fewer. Heal 15%. 30 ki, switch gauge plus 30. Type neutral damage received. On your third strike or blast are to use, shared between Trunks and Gohan. This is nice. I'm glad they did this. Because this would, if they didn't have this, and let's say you have a full hand, you would be able to use 3 cards with the Trunks, tag switch to the Gohan, who's guaranteed to get a card on entry, and because you already have card draw speed, you'll probably draw another card. You'd be able to get this effect again, which would be awful, which means you get ki and another card again. Good thing that they thought about this. Good. After arts use, if ki is 30 or more, switch gauge plus 15%, damage guard penetration for 5 counts, nullify cover change 2 counts. Hold on. Oh, interesting. So this character will not have cover null on entry. This character will have cover null only around, well, actually, never mind. On arts use if ki is 30 or more. Never mind, not a problem. Okay, so characters that reduce this character's ki amount will be very valuable, while obviously increasing arts cost. So Gogeta will have good value, right? He takes away, was it 20 or 30 ki? and then he makes your art cost go up by 20. So that would immediately throw you much lower than this right here. Okay, that's good. So he does have counters already. When you're hit by an enemy's arts, destroy a card 2 times, seal the enemy rush, and all enemy draw speed -2. This is annoying. That's big time annoying. Whenever we talk about this meta being timer counts, it isn't just the fact that nobody dies and there's so many disruptive effects. It's the fact that a lot of your big moves are held away because of Broly. Broly, he's going to seal your main for 15 counts, so a lot of transforming characters, that means you can't do anything. For a lot of main abilities with your ultimate, maybe you gain a Dragon Ball, maybe you get a stop time event, can't rely on those. But the big thing is, your rush is also sealed for 15 counts. A character just having that as part of getting hit is going to be so annoying. So annoying. This is going to be another thing that feeds into the matches feeling like they last a long time. How this plays out alongside them having so much endurance null, we'll have to see. But this is like, we had an answer to the problem, but we're also contributing to the problem. If your HP is 50% or lower, activation share between Trunks and Gohan, he healed 25%. Okay. A lot of characters that have plat equips have this, like Ultra Super Gogeta, I think Rose as well, that massive healing you get when your HP falls below a certain threshold. When you're on the field and the enemy activates a blue card, Ultimate, Awakened Arts, or Rising Rush, ally subcount -5, enemy blue card, Ultimate, Awakened Arts power -40%, and then cancel enemy attribute upgrades and buff effects. Okay, so this is a really good answer to Yellow Goku Black, who's constantly throwing out blue cards to you, as well as the Broly, who has that type neutral. Oh, wait, actually, no. This is not going to be able... That comes from Broly's unique equip. Okay, never mind. At least we can weaken it a little bit, so at least Broly's not one-shotting everyone. But this is good for Yellow Goku Black. Trunks has a coverage change against Blast Arts. Unique Gauge. A unique gauge that charges on every enemy confrontation, get a permanent damage increase and a Dragon Ball up to 2 times when the gauge is full. When the gauge is full, activation share between Trunks and Gohan. Draw a card if your hand is 3 or fewer, get 40 ki, a Dragon Ball to up to 2 times. 40% damage, which cannot be cancelled up to 2 times. Cancel attribute downgrades so you don't have to worry about arts cost increases, and ally health plus 15%. Charges on enemy charges each time you face an enemy. It's consumed entirely when it's full. Okay. This is a decent unique gauge. It depends on how much it charges. Like, if your opponent swaps twice and this fails, then this is ridiculous. If it takes 4 to 5 swaps to fill this out, then it's okay. But if it's around 3 or whatever Broly's type is, then it's an okay unique gauge. Because this would really feed into long combos. If it's every time your opponent swaps and you can fill it, that would be very annoying. But I don't know if you guys see this, but this unique gauge almost screams like what Red Broly does. And Red Broly doesn't need an explanation on why he's so broken. Every time he fills the unique gauge, what is he getting? Ki, damage, cards. The only difference is this is a tag switch character that will also get a card when they do their tag switch. So where is it? Where's the tag switch? Yeah, here. So it doesn't look like it's as bad, but this could be bad depending on how fast this charges. So this is an asterisk here. Asterisk here. Depends on how fast this charges up. Because remember, if you're only fighting 2 enemies left or 1 enemy left, then it's not going to feel as valuable. But if it's just something that fills up really, really fast and they accounted for that, then this is going to be really, really nuts. Ally health. Ridiculous. Legends action. Nullify endurance on activation. Draw a blue card when the Legends action is enhanced. So for Trunks, it's a low area 1. On Legends action, nullify endurance for 5 counts. Also, when Legends action is enhanced, you'll draw a blue card and you get 40 ki. There's no limit to this. Holy crap, there's no limit to this. You can just do this indefinitely? Oh my god. There's no limit to this at all. Wow. Damn. Holy crap, Legends. Also, notice how it's 5 counts of nullifying endurance. So you do a Legends action, you do like a tap attack and your opponent vanishes, you can hit him with an overdrive, and then you still have anti-endurance. This character is ridiculous, man. Now, I don't want to get ahead of myself, because part of what's important isn't just what the kit does. We need stats to align with that. We need team synergy to align with that. So there's 3 things I'm looking at right now. 1, do they have an even stat spread, or are they heavily blast oriented? That's going to impact how valuable they look. Number 2, how fast does this confrontation unique gauge fill? If this fills fast, then that's another thing that makes this character ridiculous. And then number 3 is going to be teams, which in a way counts on the first one. Like, are you really going to run this character with Gogeta? Is that what you're going to do? How are you going to overlap Zenkai buffs for the Hybrid Saiyan and then the Saiyan? It's not going to work. Gogeta sort of got away with red, red, green because even though he's on a strike-oriented team, it didn't matter. You had 2 Zenkai buffs for him to make up for it. In this case, it's not going to be as easy. So those 3 things I'm looking at right now that are important. But, yeah. This character's looking a little spooky. So now we're the Gohan side. That's the same. Wait, Slice? Super Saiyan Gohan? Slice? Did they mix them up? Oh, it counts as Slice for both of them. Oh, I guess it's because Trunks is still taking part and he's swinging the sword. Character swings the sword range. Whatever. So Strike is the same. Blast is the same. Because they already explained that he has the held blast armor break card. Blue card is the same as Trunks's. Green card is the same as Trunks's. The tag switch ability is the exact same as well. Same effects as Trunks. His cover change against the strike. And the unique gauge is the same. As is his Legends action. Okay. From initial impressions, this character screams probably the most valuable character right now, simply because of the abundance of endurance nullification. I'm not kidding. But you may have noticed, there's a few things here. 1, this character doesn't have protections against a lot of disruptive effects that exist in this game. So there's no key protection, no card destruction protection. I think that's somewhat typical of tag switch characters. The only exception to that would be God Goku and Hit. They got key protection, I believe. They don't have that. My guess is it's stuff like this. They gave this character a lot of switch gauge filling to make up for it, but that's something you're gonna have to worry about. Number 2, this character doesn't have endurance. Thank the heavens for that, at least. Not having to deal with endurance. So there's no second life for them. Be careful for that. But otherwise, I think this character looks really, really good. So those are the 2 like dings to the character. And then there are 3 asterisks that I'm paying attention to, being the stat spread, the filling of this unique gauge, and what the team synergies are going to look like. Because remember, this character is a range type character that has this condition of maintaining your ki a certain amount. So for characters that focus on that, you're going to want to pay attention to the costs for the strike and the blast. But I noticed this character also doesn't have arts cost decrease anywhere. Okay. That's another thing to worry about. Combo potential just based off of the arts cost stuff. But okay, so there's some things to worry about. But the endurance nullification stuff alone gives this character really, really good value in this meta, I would say. So we'll see how they do. Range type is a weird choice on a strike-oriented team. A couple things to note, and at the same time, a couple of things to praise. This character could easily be number 1 or number 5, depending on those things. But either way, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. But until next time, fellas, I really do think a lot of it is just because of this. They're worried about this. But until next time, we're going to break down Shallot. Peace!